In a world that demands our constant yes, we often forget the power of a necessary no. This is the story of Priscilla. Not just any story, but perhaps your story too. 3 years ago, Priscilla and her children fled the Civil War, arriving in this country with nothing but hope and determination. Now she juggles 2 jobs, raises 2 children, and never, ever says no. For Priscilla, every opportunity feels precious, every request a potential door to stability, every yes an investment in her family's future. When her supervisor calls asking her to cover yet another shift, her daughter Lily's school presentation is crossed off the calendar. Another promise broken, another yes that steals from her family. But what if some doors aren't meant to be opened? What if some opportunities come at too high a cost? Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. These words echo in Priscilla's heart, but rest feels like a luxury she cannot afford. Immigration paperwork, work schedules, school volunteer forms, the paperwork of a life lived at the edges of exhaustion. Sometimes wisdom comes from unexpected places. For Priscilla, it arrives in the form of Elena, a caseworker who recognizes the familiar pattern of a life stretched too thin. Wisdom is found in knowing your purpose and staying true to it, even when that means disappointing others. Words that challenge everything Priscilla believes about survival in her new country. Elena shares her own mother's story, an immigrant who said yes to everything until her body said no through collapse and illness. Approved papers beside a hospital bed. Success at what cost? What good is security tomorrow if there's nothing left of you today? Sometimes courage isn't found in saying yes to everyone else. Sometimes it's found in saying yes to what matters most. When asked to cover yet another weekend shift, Lily's birthday weekend, something shifts inside Priscilla. For the first time, she allows herself to draw a line. Let your yes be yes and your no, no. The world doesn't collapse when Priscilla says no. Instead, something unexpected happens. Co-workers and the manager understood and respected her decision. They agreed to share the extra shifts fairly. Lily's birthday arrives, and for once, Priscilla is fully present. Not checking messages, not thinking about work. Just there, witnessing her daughter's joy. One door closes, another opens. A community center position, fewer hours, better pay, family-friendly schedule. An opportunity that would have been missed had Priscilla been covering that extra shift. Sometimes when we let go of what drains us, we create space for what sustains us. 3 months later, the changes aren't dramatic, but they're profound. Family dinners without interruption. School events attended. Boundaries that protect what matters most. The wisdom Priscilla gained becomes a gift she gives to others. To those still believing that survival means saying yes to everything. 3 questions now guide Priscilla's decisions. Is this truly my purpose? Will this take me from my main responsibilities? Am I saying yes out of fear or love? Boundaries aren't walls keeping good things out. They're foundations for building something that lasts. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Rest isn't a luxury. It's a divine gift we're meant to receive. Let your yes be yes and your no, no. Simple honesty about our limitations honors both ourselves and others. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. We cannot do everything at once. Wisdom recognizes the season we're in. For what will it profit if you gain the whole world but lose your soul? Success means nothing if we sacrifice our most precious relationships to achieve it. Priscilla's journey reminds us that sometimes the most faithful thing is not doing everything, but doing the right things. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're sacred spaces, protecting what matters most. May you find the courage to say the right yes and the necessary no. If this story resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need this message today. We'll meet again for another story next time, exploring how ancient wisdom speaks to our modern challenges.